Hello! I hope that you're having a good day or night, and today we're going to be setting up the reading journal for July. And I'm actually going to be using a more neutral color scheme this month, so I will be using a lot of gray papers, and I will be using some gold marker to kind of make things pop a little bit, well, the writing portions anyways. I'm going to be using my Botanist's sticker Anthology for the first time this month, and the theme that I chose for the stickers is basically neutral colored fruity berry stickers, if that makes sense. I guess you'll see what I mean in a little bit. I'm actually starting off by using some gray paper and using a lettering sticker for the first letter of the month, J, and the rest of it I'm going to be using a stencil for. I will be using gold to fill that in because I wanted it to pop against the gray paper, but I didn't want it to be too bright. I'm also using a little bit of scrapbooking paper with a sort of grey neutral wood pattern just to make the spread a little bit more interesting, and a giant grape sticker too. Well, pretty much that's the focal point of this spread. And on the left of that, I wrote a little quote. The quote says, "It's a sure sign of summer if the chair gets up when you do." And this is just a really humorous little quote that I thought would be really fun to look at, and definitely does represent summer pretty well, so I wanted to add that here. I will also be using some of one of my favorite rolls of washi tape actually, and it has this sort of bird nest pattern on it with a little bit of a vintagey writing type design, and I really liked it and I thought that it went very well with the theme for this month. And I'm also using a little bit of gold washi tape and a little bit of thin washi tape in a matching color scheme just to make the spread a little bit more interesting and to add a little bit of sparkle. On the right side of the spread, I'm using the same grey scrapbooking paper and putting another piece of grey paper on top and writing the heading, which is first lines, in gold. I didn't use a stencil this time just because, well, I didn't want the heading to pop as much. And my final touch for the spread was just some more stickers to fill in some of the empty spaces and to make the spread look a little bit more interesting. Next up, I'm starting off with the same gray paper and scrapbooking paper combination. And the headings for this spread are TBR and books read. So on the left I'm going to have the books I want to read, and on the right the books that I actually do end up reading. I decorated this spread with some bird washi tape, a little bit of gold washi tape, and a few stickers to fill in some of the empty spaces at the top of the spread. And my very final touch here was just a strip of gold washi tape to the bottom, just to make the spread a little bit more interesting. The next spread, I'm actually starting off with my brush pen, and I'm writing a part of it in silver just because I wanted the gold portion to stand out more. And this spread is my favorite quotes of the month. And here I'm underlining that portion with my wide bird washi tape. And that already made the spread quite busy at the top, so I wanted to add some more stuff to the bottom. And I'm starting off with some of that thin washi tape that I've used before, and adding a grape sticker to the bottom right corner, just to make the spread a little bit more interesting, and filling in the rest of the bottom portion of the spread with some gold washi tape to kind of offset the empty space that I created by adding that grape sticker. And my next spread, I'm starting off with the same gray paper and scrapbooking paper combination I've used for my headings before. And this time it's my reading review and my favorite book of the month spread. And at the bottom, I have my monthly stats, which I will be writing on the gray scrapbooking paper. And I think that the gray scrapbooking paper kind of separated that portion from the rest of the spread a little bit, which is pretty much what I wanted. And there was a little bit of an empty space there though, at the bottom left corner, so I decided to fill that in with another sticker. And of course, I added some more stickers around the spread to make things more interesting, and again, to fill in some of the empty spaces. After that, it was time to add some more washi tape all around the spread, just to make things a little bit more interesting. And I also added a few tiny bug stickers, just because there were still a few small empty spaces and I wanted to fill those in just to, well, make the spread a little bit more dramatic, make it look a little bit more complete, more interesting, I guess. Anyways, the spread came out pretty busy, but I'm still really happy with it. Next up, I'm starting off the spread with the same gray paper and scrapbooking paper combination for the title, which is Good Things, or Good Things About the Books that I read that month. I added a grape sticker at the corner because there was a bit of an empty space there, and of course some more washi tape. I added some of that white washi tape to the bottom of the spread. And because the top left corner is so busy because of the heading, the washi tape and the sticker, I decided to add a little bit of extra washi tape to the bottom right half of the spread, and I used a little bit of extra gold washi tape there just to balance things out a little bit. Next up is my bad things spread, or the bad things about the books that I've been reading that month. And this time I'm actually forgoing the scrapbooking paper, just because, I don't know, it felt right for this spread and I wanted to change things up a little bit. So this time I'm only using the gray paper with gold on top. And I added some stickers to both sides of the spread to make the top a little bit more interesting, and some more of that white washi tape to the bottom, well, pretty much for the same purposes. And my final touch for the spread, just to add a little bit more sparkle, I added that gold washi tape right under the headings. Next up is the final spread of this setup, and it is the character spread. I'm back to my usual scrapbooking and grey paper combination for the title. This time I added another big sticker right under that, just because, well, I wanted to. Honestly, that's pretty much the only reason. That's how I wanted to start decorating the spread. But because that corner then became so busy, I wanted to balance things out by adding more to the bottom right corner, and so I added another fairly large sticker down there as well. And just to make the spread a little bit more interesting, I of course wanted to add some washi tape. And I added a little bit of gold washi tape to the bottom of the spread and a tiny piece to the top, and a little bit of that thin washi tape just because the bottom felt a little bit, I don't know, boring without it. And my very final touch for the spread was just a few tiny bug stickers, just to fill in the empty spaces a little bit and make things a little bit more fun. And that was it. That was the whole setup. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Of course, as you can see, I'm still doing a final flip through of all of the spreads that I've showed you so far, and I actually really liked how this came out. I do have to say that my favorite spreads are actually the last two. Usually my title page is my favorite spread, but for some reason this time I liked it a bit less. Anyways, please let me know if you liked this video in the comments below and what you're planning to do for your July setup. Thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Be you, always. Bye!